Greetings and salutations, fine viewers. My name is Hamilberg, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Defense Grid 2. So, we've been working on the Elite Challenge modes for Mission 4 Overlook, and I want to try one of the hardest, which is the Frozen Core Challenge mode. For Frozen Core, the power cores, when they are picked up, don't float back. This presents two unique difficulties, one of which is simply getting through the mission. Once a core is picked up, it doesn't float back, meaning that the enemies that are traveling through your maze will pick it up sooner and then carry it even further back towards your entrance. This can very quickly cascade into losing cores alarmingly quickly. The second of which is related specifically to getting gold modes. Once a core is picked up, it can never get back in the housing. And since every core that is not in the housing reduces your score, letting any cores get picked up is essentially just a permanent, I believe it's 2% per core reduction in your overall score, which pretty much means if you lose, more than one core early, you cannot get gold. So the upshot of this is pretty much it's the normal elite mode, but you have to play, quotation marks, perfectly. Meaning that you can't let any enemies get to the end of the maze, and as such, this represents trying to do this with the best fundamentals possible. So, I think I have a method that works for this map, so let's give this a go. Obviously, I've been testing on it. We're going to restart. We're working with tachyon bullets, tachyon, basically slow every opportunity we get. We got the plasma ball on the meteor, which does some AoE damage while sacrificing a little bit of impact range. And yeah, let's give this a whirl. So the first wave is one of the hardest because you don't have a lot of funds and towers to work with. So we're going to lay down things fairly aggressively in order to try and get this first wave wrapped up cleanly. And frankly, the early part of this is by far the hardest. We may or may not be able to pull through this. I anticipate at some... Okay, we did get through that. What do I need next? We've got a swarmer wave coming. I think I just have to go with a few more turrets here. We're going to throw down a gun turret there. I'm not sure if we're going to need it, but it serves as a last line of defense. Yeah, we probably are going to need... Well, no, this is wrapping up nicely. Okay. The crunch mode happens along about a wave. I think that's like wave 11 or so is where I ended up hitting the greatest number of issues. We're going to want to get a laser turret upgraded and online here. Ah, crud. That's letting way too many through. Okay, backing up a step. Let's actually get that laser turret online rather than build that Inferno turret I did. It may or may not be sufficient to actually make the difference here. Nope, not enough. Okay, so we can't be focusing there. Let's instead get some extra turrets up on this side. As I said, the first couple waves are by far the hardest for this particular setting. And that statement is almost certainly mission specific. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it! Ah! Curses. trying to get creative there with a little bit of timing on when we specifically... Yeah, that's not good enough. Where can I squeeze in a little more damage? We do have the special weapon available to us, but I really don't want to use... Oh, well, okay, that Inferno turret did a lot of work. Okay, we don't have a laser turret up yet, which is a little bit problematic for these Rhino waves. First one, a single laser turret ought to be able to do most of the work in combinations with all the other stuff that we've already developed. Huge numbers of slowing gun turrets are going to help a lot. Okay, and we're through there. And able to get an upgrade down on this turret. Sort of finish out the basic map for our maze here. I want to build in some more green turrets here, and then we're eventually going to build 2 meteor turrets right here. Those need to come in probably on wave 7 in time for the swarmers on wave 8 and the shields on wave 9. And we're going to throw down a disruptor here. I don't think it's actually necessary for this wave, but we want it anyway. And really, I'm not going to worry about hoarding money in order to increase our score. If I was trying to absolutely maximize our score, like I was trying to get onto the scoreboards, then I would do that. But right now, really, my goal is never let them pick up a core, and we'll get the gold mode that we're after. Let's upgrade there and start this meteor tower. And these waves seem to be cleaning up fairly easily. We have just enough damage back here to pick off the... Oh, perhaps I speak too soon. Probably wanted that as a boost laser, but we're still okay, I think. Nope. Okay, backing up another step. Okay. So this one is finished off. I do really want that tower upgraded. Can I get away with using our weapon now? Might be able to. We'll try it. This may be a spot that we have to back up to. So we're going to let all of these swarmers get into this maze and then just weapon them down. And they essentially evaporate. When we use the tower enhancer, tower overcharge in the midst of a our kill zone already, that's going to be pretty traumatic. I would like to upgrade this to level 3. I mean, I want to get 3, 3, 3, 3, and then pretty much everything else can get away with being green. Another meteor turret there is what I meant by pointing at that and saying 3. Yeah, these gun turrets are proving sufficient to pick off the shields here. There's not actually a lot of many of these specifically shield minion waves. What are they called? They have a name for them. Bulwarks. I'm never going to remember that. Instead, we have more of the spires, the ones that do the AoE shield, and those are pretty simple to deal with in combination with the meteor tower specifically. The AoE damage that hits shields effectively is plenty sufficient. I do want a boost turret here because I would like to stick a the disruptive one that reveals stealth there eventually. because there's a wave of the AoE stealth decoys, I believe they're called, that is pretty challenging. So let's get this laser turret upgraded. Just focus on getting our level 3s up and running. Yeah, and we're amply prepared for that. We have a couple of... I don't see much in the way of swarmers coming, so I don't feel compelled that I have to upgrade this Inferno turret as fast as possible. Stick one there. So I think we're gonna try and get our second meteor turret online and upgraded. And this is essentially the same method I used for the maze on the normal playthrough on the story mode. Everything you use here you should be able to use on story mode. We just have the rules of the game saying that we're not allowed to let them pick up cores. And yeah, so here's our first spire coming on. These turrets should, yeah, they just blow away that shield pretty trivially. And now we have a stealth and walker wave. Should be oh, this is the decoy wave. Okay. So I'm gonna throw down the disruptor there because I think we're gonna need it. I just start building things willy-nilly here. This is one of the harder waves. Simply by virtue of them grouping up like this and providing overlapping fields of stealth. If they weren't doing this, this would be plenty manageable. As it is, we're not going to be able to kill that one before it picks up anything. So we're going to need to figure out where we want to spend money here. Cannon turret there will do some work. And we're going to upgrade this one, this laser, as well as get that. I want a gun turret there is fine. We'll stick a cannon turret there. And let's get that disruptor up. Yes, these overlapping fields of stealth are the problem. This last one is just going to get mauled by the laser turret here. This is looking better. Once there's only one of them left, then this meteor turret can keep working. Just rhinos, this level 3 laser and this level 2 laser ought to be plenty sufficient, so we've got time in order to get this meteor turret upgraded to level 3. Yeah, they're not even making it up to the second pad. Do we have anything we can buy here? I almost never use these. They're sort of an interesting idea, but I'm always focused on just let's get more towers and get upgrades rather than spending money on opening up extra slots. I think for maybe some of the maps that have access to that and are doing them on grinder or super grinder modes where you have near on infinite money, that's kind of an interesting idea, but yeah. We mauled that one. We've got just a couple waves left to go, so I'm just going to let it run and see how we're doing. We're already past bronze, so we're doing very well on our score. We ought to be able to get to our gold fairly easily. Yep. Past silver with 2 waves left to go. We have a stealth wave incoming. We are well situated to deal with those. We've got the 2 disruptor turrets, which are going to provide decloaking on here, allowing our meteor turrets to do their job. I mean, plus this turret's just doing a ton of work. 82,000 damage, and that's more than this meteor turret, even when this cost noticeably less. Granted, this one has been online for longer, but still. This Inferno Tower has done 35,000. That's not bad. it's always interesting to look and see what your primary damage dealers are. And I think this turret right here is, like, these two turrets are kind of our workhorses. These gun towers do, I mean, for only having spent 100 on them, they've done a good amount of damage. Granted, they've been there the entire length of the maze. Yeah, we have the turret brick. I could probably use the turret overcharge at this stage, and I may do it just to, like, we could spend this money and upgrade. We're already passed into gold, and just let the overcharge mow everything down. And there we go. One of the hardest challenge modes completed with a gold score fairly comfortably. So a little bit of difficulty early on, but other than that, we've pretty much got a good method. And then, of course, you can use this method on the story mode as well. And there's our victory. We now have a... Ooh, wow. Okay, that is a nice upgrade. So an additional 45% damage on gun turrets in addition to the tachyon slow is going to be a very noticeable bump for some of our maps. Again, my name is Hamilberg. Thank you for watching. I hope you'll join me again as we continue this Let's Play of Defense Grid 2.